process together. Shout out to VRP, Village Restoration Project. Shout out to Suhana. Look like she trying to get on the camera and yell and all that. We not doing that, little girl. She been having some behavior issues lately, putting her hands on people. We gonna have to stop that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Nick, Raw Cannon. Shout out to all the cannons. Mile, Mark, Pop, Duke, Henny. Shout out to Miss Silver. You know, my condolences. Son passed away recently. Shout out to Show, my man Big Show. Train, get with me, Train. I definitely want to see what's up with that John, that sprinter. I just wanted to give out a little shout out. Shout out to Z, regular Z. You know what I'm saying? Anwar. Shout out my man Bino. Bino, we want you to be a part of the program, bro. I know you don't watch it, but somebody gonna send it to you. But I feel real good. We got the program starting, PSA programming. I'm teaching young people how to podcast, all the different ways you can podcast, you know, from doing what I'm doing right now, which is actually internet radio. But, you know, the times that we in, we call everything a podcast. And that's cool. You can podcast by putting your stuff on podcast apps. That's something I'm going to do with my content in the next couple of weeks. Take a lot of the audio and just put it on all the podcast apps and see what happened. You know what I'm saying? We on YouTube. Lockaware Radio is a radio station. You know what I'm saying? This man has been doing this, you know, in this city for, I think, over 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take no time away, but I don't want nobody like, man, you talking about he was doing it for 35 years. He only 35. So it's like, all right, man. Can't put no sauce on nobody. I mean, if they deserve it, like, goddamn. You know what I mean? I don't mind giving my brothers props. Yeah, I don't like saying flowers. That's like some dead people stuff. You give flowers to people that's dead. Just give people their props. Give people their recognition. Show some gratitude to folks. Tell somebody you grateful. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make you feel like no peasant or nothing to a person. It's like, damn, I'm grateful that certain people was in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be doing the program gonna start June 1st. It's gonna run from June 1st to August 31st. Like I said, we'll be showing different ways to podcast. We'll be doing a lot of stuff at Rec Philly. We'll do some stuff at 915 Spring Garden. I'm also working with for about 6 weeks. I'm gonna send her the calendar today for about 6 weeks of the program doing PSAs with her young ladies. Aquila, she is, I want to say, founder and executive director of Know Your Worth Girl Inc. I hope I said that right. Know Your Worth Girl Inc. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing some PSAs. Our young folks, her young folks, we're going to come together and do something real, I'm going to just say encouraging for the city. But yeah, I'm real hype about this. You know, shout out to Recast. Yeah, I'm used to you screaming. Shout out to my brother, Bigger Dre. We just did, he just did, and I supported amongst a bunch of other brilliant folks. I supported him. He, you know, gave me the honor of being on a panel and talk about a little bit of, you know, what is the messaging? What is orientating our young people? You know, what is informing our young people? And one of those things is drill music, or has been drill music and video games. And it ain't so much that the direction is straight on drill music. It's a lot of things that goes on in the virtual world and the media world that influences our young people and our young women as well. I don't think we pay enough, and we didn't talk about this, but I don't think we pay enough attention on how much these same things influence young women outside of maybe not the video games, but the music. You know, City Girls influence young women just as much as Lil Durk influenced young men. And I talked about working at Our Day and having the young men say that to me. Like, they was like, you know, it ain't no girls, no good girls left since 2019. And, you know, I just came home in 2018. And these is young men. They like 16, 17, 15 and younger. And they all agreeing from all different parts of the city. They not necessarily like homies. It's just an understanding that since 2019, there's no more. He said, maybe the women in your age, but it's no more, you know, good girls. And I'm like, well, what is this phenomenon that has happened? And like I said, all of these teenage young men was in agreement about 2019. So what they said was 2019 is when the City Girls came out. And when the City Girls came out, the messaging that the City Girls were putting out there, hot girl summer and all that, all that craziness. I remember my daughter was one of those girls, hot girl summer, sit your ass down somewhere. So, but they really had it. And then they ushered in what Megan was able to do. You know what I'm saying? In turn, what Glow, somebody like Glow was a direct result of the popularity of the City Girls. And it's a lot of other young women. I talk about it pretty often. Like, you have young women in the industry right now who are performers that people know, that young women know, who are solo artists. Like, the way we've usually seen women artists come into, especially rappers, come into the game is like they're always coming with a group of men. And it's usually some man in the group writing the rhymes and somebody that they connect to that you could tell she's like a female version of through the rap group. But now you've seen that independence that women have gotten in the industry, and I say independence with air quotations, and they have their solo acts. They're signing with labels, but they're not coming as a part of a squad or the girl in the group. They're solo acts. And, a lot of that was ushered by Nicki Minaj, even though, she came kind of in like a group, because Drake and all them kind of came at the same time. What his name? Tigger, whatever his name is. Bunch of other people, Young Money. But she was able to stand alone as a solo act. Same thing with Cardi. Like, you can go down the line. And the funniest thing about what ushered in this hip-hop era for for women, it wasn't really a woman, to my eyes and what I watch, it wasn't even a hip-hop artist, a female hip-hop artist. It was actually two R&B artists, Beyonce and what's the other young girl name? She a billionaire now and all that. Got the perfume. What's her name? Rihanna. Rihanna came out with that album that I'm not saying it's the name of the album, but one of the songs that she be like, "Bitch, better have my money." I don't know the name of this song, but she's not singing on that song, and it's a hit. And she got a couple songs like that. And then you see Beyonce doing the same thing. You see her rapping more. I feel like Mary J. Blige, attempted to push that, but she was a little too far out of the she wasn't crossing generations like she was before. And then after these women talked about certain things, pushed certain images, now you see these other women, coming out. But City Girls was really the ones that like rap, and you could just be on some street shit, super ignorant, really super ignorant as being the men that you hate. But that's another conversation, because when you hear these women talk, they talk in an imitation of a man. The things that they're doing, that's gangster shit, that's the independent woman controlling the scene shit, is imitating a man. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's a conversation. Open the door. Get the baby. That's a conversation that's happening because these women are solo artists that get to do what they do. And they get to have these conversations. And we wonder why, like, why are these young women having these thought processes? Suhana, your mom right here. My friend back there. So these are conversations that these young women are having that's coming from a larger conversation from them. And I don't think anybody is paying attention to that. I don't think anybody is understanding that a young woman can be just as caught up with lyrics as a young man. When we talk about who's following lyrics, it's usually a conversation around young men. And I think we need to have a larger conversation, because the solo artists who are out that are big, it's a lot of women. More than you've seen in hip hop ever. Solo artists moving in a solo way. And they have followers. They have young women who want to be who they be like them, who want to rap like them, dress like them, talk aggressive like them, get the money they get, deal with the men that they say how they want to deal with the men. So I just think that that's a conversation we really need to have about, imagery, lyrics. Like we said about these, again, hip hop or drill music. I would just say hip hop because I'm one of those people that believe hip hop is obsolete at this point. It doesn't really carry a charge, so to speak. It doesn't really carry. It's not really carrying the culture, as they like to say. It's not transformative, as everybody has said. It's been around for 50 years. And it can be on the same continuum with so many other things. And we talk about civil rights, and we're not saying hip hop is at that level of what civil rights was, but it's in the same continuum. Initially, it was for those same type of things, those same type of changes. And we talked about those things initially in hip hop. And now we've gotten to a point where it's like it's just for shits and giggles. It's like for real, the way I peeped it in our city is like drugs. It's like the drug era, like the hip hop scene locally is like people trying to be the kingpin, like how drugs was. Everybody was chasing that fake illusionary kingpin thing. And that's kind of what it is for the rappers. You find somebody that can rap, you try to push that content, and what you pushing in the content that's going to get you known is what? Drill. Is going the killing, the murder, and the street shit, the ignorant shit. And everybody coalesce behind him because you know what comes with that. The same way when you chasing drug dreams. The robberies, the wars, all of that come with it. Why are you trying to get those blocks? You trying to accumulate blocks. And that's what these artists, these young men believe with this hip hop. Like, we're going to talk enough shit. We going to go live this shit. We going to accumulate enough blocks, enough cachet by talking crazy and trying to live up to it, or our mans or whoever in our squad. And we going to try to protect this rapper till he make it, and then we all going to win. And that's the same thing was going on with drugs. You had the boy with the connect, somebody that was probably mastermind a few things or aggressive enough to be like, fuck it, we going to take that, we going to take this, we going to be over here. So either you, and then some boys had strategic thinking and muscle. And what they did was they pushed as much as they can push to get as many blocks as they can get, sell as much drugs as they can sell. And that's what you're trying to do with the music. You try to talk violent enough and have it be for real, which is crazy, to people, your cachet just grow and grow and grow to, but nobody don't want to fuck with you because they believe you that violent and you above the law because you're not getting court. And you going to get court. Sorry. They indicted everybody. That's the end of the story. The ones that didn't die, they all indicted. Go look it up. From 18 to right now, all of the groups that was floating around doing whatever they was doing in the city that was being called gangs. You know, GVI was investigating them and stuff like that. All of them is indicted. The ones who are not dead are indicted. Look it up. It's documented. We lost damn near 1,500 motherfuckers, young people, over the course of 3 years. And after that, we had like 2 still rolling indictments, indicting everybody. 6, 8, 10 at a time, 14 to 17 years old, majority of the time. It's documented. Go check it out. And y'all love the documentaries. I see them on YouTube. It's another way to warp people's minds. Like this is like I hear people talking about street life and reporting on it like it's real, like news, like it's reality TV, like, but people really dying. And because the rappers are talking about this, it gives it this air of entertainment that's not really entertaining. And anybody, which is a lot of motherfuckers doing podcasts on street, like a lot of white boys too, that's not from where we from. And y'all letting them appropriate, and people really dying. The stories that they talking about, these rappers are talking about, the shit happening on the street, our people are actually dying. And we romanticizing it in these wild ass podcasts and these different YouTube reporting sites that tell you about Duel and Young whoever, whatever the groups is, and then you tie it into the whole shit with Krasner and his press conferences that he do, and you done created a scene that almost looks glamorous a little bit, especially for people who don't have anything. So if a young man is coming from living on the street and being on the street and not having much, and now he can hear you talking about him on YouTube, and the other broke young boy that was with him before he went to jail or got murdered, he see that as some level of fame. If I can get known before I die, before I go to jail, that'd be cool. If they talk about me in, what is this shit called? Street Confidential, the nigga from England coming over here, all in our neighborhoods, reporting on our shit. getting rich off our shit. He go document us, then go to PBS and get a crazy check on a real documentary that in their minds. He's reporting on our lives. People are calling him, asking him about Philadelphia. They don't call, and Duel is dead now. Because I was about to say he's one of the dudes that he interviewed. But how is people being called to PBS, to other media outlets all over the world to tell you about what's going on with Philly street culture? The nigga from England, y'all done gave him all the reports. He got all the tapes. Now he's an expert on your life. He's not even a PhD. He might be. That's the shit he might not tell you because he don't want you to not talk to it. You feel me? Because we think, oh, this nigga, you know, he down here, he in the trenches, he ain't scared. He know y'all not going to do nothing to him. It's a color line. He know y'all ain't going to do shit to him. It's a color line. Figure it out. So the shit be blowing my mind that we look at these things and we were talking about video games and we was talking about drill music, but it's a whole bunch of other levels that come in this celebrity that was drill, that was murder as your capital. And again, y'all got to make the correlations. The rapper in the group is the drug dealer with the connect from the 90s. I know y'all say I can relate everything to that, but that's just to show you how cyclical this shit is with our lives. It's a 30-year plan. Grand Poobah said it. Smack, crack, gat. And what just happened? Now, he said the 90s, but because he was living in the 90s wasn't over. He seen gun use get ratcheted up in a way he never seen before. So he thought 90s was the gat. His rotation was right, but it was really like 210. He was like 20 years off because there was no more drugs out here to get no money off of. They even made street life virtual and y'all ain't peep it. That's crazy. They made street life virtual and y'all ain't peep it. Y'all got on Instagram, talk all crazy. I'm going to kill you. Go murder the nigga, then put it on Instagram. It's all virtual. Niggas ain't even beefing in the street. They not even beefing in the street. Y'all don't even get to argue with each other in the actual street. Like I'm on my block, you on your block. I'm somewhere on Broad Street. I slide. No, we not even in the street. You niggas don't even come outside. They made this shit virtual reality like a video game. You got heart. Like, you know, when you're in a video game, you hear how they talk because they not in the middle of a real battle, nigga. You're not talking like that when the bullets is really flying. And what they do when they get mad at nigga, they talk like how they was talking on Call of Duty, the nigga from England. Nigga, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna Fortnite you, whatever the fuck it is. They make those references. They do it in the video games too. Y'all gotta really understand what the fuck is going on, man. It was no money in the street for you to fight over. It's not really nothing for you to fight over in the street, but they need you to keep fighting. So what y'all do, they get y'all to do? Fight on social media. Shit don't even really got no legs. It's not even factual. Niggas at some point start making shit up. Y'all don't even know if motherfuckers is planting comments in y'all comments. You niggas is so worked up, want to go at each other. And I get it. Because if you got a rapper in a group, this is a part of y'all rap song. This is like the interlude to a rap song. When we talking shit online and posting shit and in each other hood, taking pictures and videos, that's like a leading into the song. Krasner worked into that too. When he start calling these groups by name, talking his shit, making his rhymes. And now you get it posted on YouTube and you get a whole scene. You get the news telling their story to make it with, then you get Krasner with his press conference. Then you got the young boys on the podcast telling on themselves. Then they get in the songs, talk even crazier, tell on themselves, in the videos and all that. Then they in the comments on Instagram telling on themselves, going crazy, dropping videos on each other, going live from niggas' hoods. Cats shot up on the step, they videoing. What we doing? All that shit is virtual. Like, what we talking about? It's all that shit connected. Oh, and then the bull, you know, the bull from Australia, wherever he from. Then he do the confidential on everything, make it a nice documentary, so y'all can believe that it's real facts. Cause all that shit they be saying about the prosecution, who getting murdered, who doing what, all that shit ain't true. just because it's on a documentary. That's crazy. But then he come and tie it all together. And then he go from hood to hood with it. And now he putting that out there. And while he telling y'all, he tries to interview as if it's a cautionary tale. They all do that. The voice is trying to tell you this shit, but all they doing is adding they fuel to it. Because now young boys is looking to see if they shit in a documentary. That's what they looking for. Like, oh shit, that's my man. Oh, they got that one when we did that to the boy. Oh shit. That's how they talk. That's how we be. We don't got nothing else to be thorough about. Ain't nothing else out here for us. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. From like 9 years old, ain't nothing. Ain't shit. Nothing at all. So when you give somebody that don't got nothing and honestly can actually see that nothing's coming, as a black man, you honestly can see. You don't. Why you think a brother would get a tattoo on his face? Now, the entertainer can do it because it's entertainment. I'm getting some money for it. This is to pipe y'all all up. But the person that follows that, because when I was upstate, I seen young boys come up there with real nigga on their forehead. Bitch. And I hate to talk about it like that, but in prison, it's clarifications there. You know what I'm saying? You got real nigga, you stay in PC. Scary. Don't nobody respect you because that's a real nigga. Get respect. But a real nigga wouldn't put real nigga on his forehead because he know he got a future. Why would I want that on my forehead? Niggas coming up there with bullseyes and all this. Our young men, because they don't got no future. They don't see nothing coming. The tattoo was a self-fulfilling prophecy that I was going to wind up in jail or dead. Why would, and this is the thing that be funny because people be like, well, how you going to go get an interview like that? They don't, what? That's not in the future. What? Get the fuck out of here. And then y'all done confuse them because now everybody talking about they don't want to work for the white man. You've been working for the white man. Any money you get is the white man shit. When you go in the store and start buying shit, you giving your money to the white man. Unless you are growing your shit with seeds you created, you giving your shit to the white man. I know we like to talk about being off the grid, but most of the seeds is patent. And they'll come and take your motherfucking farm if they find out you making something. So I know that's how the game is played. So a lot of people be, yeah, I'm off the grid. Okay. Whatever makes you feel good in the cesspool called America. I get it. I ain't mad at you. But let's be honest. Let's get down to the core of the shit that we saying. Seeds are mass-produced too. The white man has bought everything. Everything is a patent. He says he created it all with his law. And y'all go by his law, don't y'all? I know. I do too. Shit, I'm on parole. P.O. texted me yesterday. Are you available tomorrow? Yes, I am. I am available tomorrow, P.O. So listen, I can't talk. I ain't talking shit about nobody. I'm just putting it out there. If we really want to get to the core of this shit, you really got to create this shit from scratch. And when they come to fuck it up and take it, you better be ready to defend it. That's all I'm going to tell you. You can use whatever words you want. It's in American history. I didn't make it up. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it up. Like me and my brother was talking about the Mormons. Utah is the Mormons. And what they did was they rumbled for their shit so much that that America that was being developed said, okay. We got to make some laws around this shit. That's where you get your whole polygamy law. You can't marry more than one person and all that good stuff. That kind of started with the Mormons because the Mormons, by using that, started making kids like crazy, spreading everywhere and preaching a doctrine everywhere they was going. That's how they got Utah. And they fought for Utah. But what they did, armed for it. Look it up. That's why laws was made against them. But in the end of the day, they got Utah. Every Senate motherfucker that come up there is a Mormon. Every congressperson that come to fucking D.C. for Utah is a Mormon. When you go and look at shit is ran by Mormon shit, Mormon churches, everything else is an accepted thing. We accept it if we want. When you go on Utah, just go look it up. Just go. See how much control Mormons got in Utah. So they fought until they got their own state, which is really their own fucking country. Because the Mormons run Utah. That's a pretty nice sized state, to be honest. And you can even see it in sports, like watching the Utah Jazz, because I look at stuff beyond the players. You notice they stay with majority white players all the time. It might change a little bit, and then they high yellow. They know the black players, the dark-skinned dudes, will probably at some point be the best player on the team. It's just a real thing. I'm sorry. So they'll find one or two, dark-skinned person to play with some good white dudes and try to keep building up the white dudes. Just watch you. Just look. Y'all know I ain't the fuck crazy. But they fought for their shit violently with guns and got a state. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, the idea that, one, young women are not influenced by music, rap music in particular, the way young men are, that's something we need to, I just debunked that. Because I don't hear y'all talking about these young women being influenced by rap the way y'all say that young men are being influenced by everything. Which they are. Because they don't got shit to stand on, for real, for real. They don't have nothing. They don't have any identity. And our young women, we find out they don't have, black woman is not an identity. I'm sorry. It's not. Black woman, the monolith of that, it's not a thing. It's a part of a thing called black people. Now, y'all the power source, the creator, the birther, and that's fucking major. But you come from a larger thing called black people. And that's why the young girls don't have identity out here. That's why they want to beat each other up so bad. Colorism still going on because black women don't want to talk about it. They just be like, we all black women. Let's talk about the dark-skinned women and the light-skinned women. The woman with her body done, the heavy-set sister and the slim sister. Let's talk about it. All of those, the woman with the Gucci bag and the woman without, the AKA and the woman who never touched foot on a college campus. Those black, y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't all see each other as black women. I'm just being real with this shit. Like, they talk about Shaniqua the way, the upper crust of niggas talk about Jamal or Pookie fucking it up for the rest of us. The women talk like that too. And the funniest thing is the nut-ass sellout, boot-licking ass nigga and the super independent ass black woman don't even fuck with each other. They not even marrying and being together. So, it needs to be a conversation had. Because there's a lot of clearly distinct things going on. But one of those things that we need to talk a little bit more deeper to our black women. And particularly the younger ones. See what the sea changes is going on with women. Because there's some fallacies going on that black women are telling themselves. The same way black men lied to themselves for so long. For real. And the reason why I say so long, because a lot of black men ain't lying no more. They just not doing nothing. And I like that better than lying, because then you can identify what the fuck is going on with this man. He's just like, however you feel about it, I get it. You have that right. But he ain't lying to you. He ain't delusional no more. He ain't trying to hide no more. They not trying to hide. I'm a man. I'm seeing them. They not getting dressed. They not trying to get jobs. They not trying to buy shit to impress women no more. Who the fuck is doing that? The women. The men aren't doing it. Niggas is showing you who they is every day. And the cats that got it, I said it yesterday, I say it again. They don't got no time, and they don't need to have no time. You know why? Women. I don't gotta act a certain type of way. You know why? Women. I don't. It's not a demand. I take the ownership on my own. That's why it blows my mind when people tell me you don't take ownership. Shit, if you looked at black men and you know them like I know them, and you do. Because like I said, black women are already a part of this thing. There's black men and then there's black children. And how do those children come about? The men are, something is going on. Where are the babies coming from? Where the fuck is the babies coming from? I had a joke. I was joking. I wasn't joking. It just was funny. Can a nigga read? You gonna give him some pussy, but can he read? I need to be understanding that shit. That need to be the first criteria. Can he read? Before you open up your fucking legs, can he read? And see, the thing about finding out can he read, that takes some time. I mean, when you first meet him, are you gonna pull a book out like, listen, I'm gonna give you my number. I'm gonna give you my number because you're attractive. You're a man. You're the type of man I like, physically. But if you can't perform this one task, I cannot give you my number. And I'm telling you right now, I want to give you my number. Because they be wanting to give you the number. Because they do. And then they try to act like they didn't know. But hey, fuck all that. We got a foolproof plan. A book. Keep a book. maybe you'll read it. That'll be a real kicker. Because it's a funny thing that a chick talk about, read this book that you can't even read. Because they'll do that. They will do that. It demand something of you that they will not do themselves. She got all the books trying to see who can read to hit this coochie, and she cannot read at all. This is crazy. But I will tell my sister, stop dumbing yourself down for these niggas. It didn't work. It's not going to work. It's just going to make it more fucked up. Stop trying to become a nigga. Why are you chasing a failed plan? If it didn't work for him and it was so horrible, why are you emulating it? Thinking it's going to work now. I'm confused. Women are acting like the men that they hate. I love to say that because it's so fucking real. And this be the funny thing. They be acting like they can't recognize these motherfuckers when they act like them too. They know, they swear they know all the tricks. I know what he going to do next. I know what he going to say next. If you know all of that shit, why are you wasting your time? Why? That's his fault? That's your fault. And matter of fact, it ain't even your fault. It's every girlfriend that you got that sat and played along with you. It's her fault. And she might be waiting for you to, because it ain't enough dudes. It's never more men than women. Unless some type of natural disaster happens or something, war or something like that. And normally in those cases, it goes in reverse. The women will have more than one husband, stuff like that. And I'm not telling y'all to be, the Mormon thing with just some people that fight for it. I'm not talking about polygamy. I don't even want to have that conversation. Because black people don't know how to have relationships, period. Baseline. Just dealing with each other. We don't even know how to really do that. So to come up with what the social structure is to start building family, we just need to have a social structure of how we deal with each other as black people first. Then we can get to the next stage of intimacy. We don't have that. Because that's why our intimacy be so fucked up. Motherfuckers don't be friends. They say, that's like that shit that y'all like to say. Like, oh, we're going to be friends first. Y'all don't want to be fucking friends. What is the criteria for friends? How long does it take to become a friend? What is the duties that you have to do to be a friend? Is it transactional? Is that okay? What you do for me, I do for you. And as long as we keep that even, that's the agreement, we will be friends. If you don't do anything for me, don't expect me to do anything for you, and we will be friends. Because we have that agreement. I'm just asking questions. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I hit and miss too. I ain't telling y'all like I know how to, because it ain't no guarantee in a human being. Same way we say ain't nothing, can't be perfect. Ain't no guarantees. Because your life is in your control and out of your control. I know we be, the brain is a motherfucker. It is. But it's in your control. It is out of your control. And I don't even want to go into all the wild ways it can just be out of your control. But I can give you an example. I tell people one of the reasons why I wear seatbelts is not because of me, because of the people on the road. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who's sleepy. I don't know who's drunk. I don't know who's distracted. I don't know who don't know how to fucking drive. Who having an anxiety attack and who's scared. Or who think they Mario and fucking Dreddy. He's a race car driver, probably dated. He is. But he's a race car driver. And everybody in Philly got whip skills. Sit y'all dumbasses down. That's why they got a speed limit on motherfucking Broad Street. Should have been did it though. Yep, I said it. Should have been had a speed before Roosevelt Boulevard. Fucking Broad Street is ridiculous. And the way that we, myself included, I've participated in this Philadelphia experience called whip skills. I've been there. I've been around. I was driving around like I had somewhere to go with nowhere to go to. And then Philadelphians is crazy because we drive crazy when we don't got nowhere to go. And we got somewhere to go. Motherfuckers is so like, I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck all that. I ain't rushing for nobody and all that. Y'all fucking crazy. We some crazy motherfuckers in this city. But listen, man. I got a lot of things that I think is happening in this city. And I really, really think people just need to pay attention. Like, fuck all that woke shit, conscious, aware, all that. Just pay attention, like for real. Listen to the conversations you hear on the street a little bit more. Cause you gonna learn culture. You ain't gotta air hustle. A lot of y'all be listening to go tell people and start shit up, being messy. T is how y'all communicate with each other. Everybody come to each other like, guess what? Even if you don't say that, that's how y'all bringing the information. It's never just, because it's always about people, because you don't got shit. If you talking about people too much, you don't got shit going on. You need to reevaluate yourself. If you in too many spaces where people are talking about people, you don't got shit going on. Because people that got shit going on talk about what they got going on. They don't talk about people. I don't got time. Unless those people are a part of what I got going on productivity-wise, I don't care who fucking. I don't care who pregnant. I don't care who went to jail unless it's a part of my work. I don't care about who got shot. I just care about that people are getting shot. It's a difference. This is not gossip. We have turned everything into gossip. Everything is in the tea because you niggas don't got nothing else to talk about. So you always talking about somebody else. Or you around a bunch of people that's always talking about somebody else. And the realest shit that be crazy, and it ain't real, it's fake as fuck. All y'all in there talking about whoever y'all talking about and can really look at each other and be like, because you going to go talk about that motherfucker too. He in there talking about her. He don't fucking work. You don't either. You spend too much time around him too. That's your fucking problem. If you spend a lot of time talking about other people, you don't got shit going on. And if you around people who are talking, because I know a lot of y'all be like, I don't be talking. You sitting there all day. You listening to all of it. You enjoy it. It's Jerry Springer for you. It's reality TV. But what you realize is how many hours of the day you wasting listening to two people talk about motherfuckers and ain't nobody got shit going on, including you. You know how I know? Because you there listening to them. You wouldn't know about it. I don't be knowing about that shit. I go in places and people be like, and it's time for me to roll. I don't really care. I don't. And this is another thing. I want to get this out, you know what I mean? Because this has been on my heart. It's not really crazy, but for anybody that ever done anything at a young age, whatever the fuck it is, and you in your 40s, and niggas and women is in your 40s, stop telling me about the shit I did when I was a teenager. I don't care. I'm 47 years old. If you can't talk about no contemporary shit that I'm doing as a man, I'm doing something wrong. Fuck is you talking about 16? I got a legacy. Real rap. Whether you want to talk about in prison or since I've been home. I don't want to hear about 16. I don't want to hear about Big Rue. I don't want to hear about 52nd and Pent Ridge and that way, 52nd in Baltimore. I don't care. And don't talk about that shit about me even when I'm not around. Because it make me feel weird. Like, why the fuck you worrying about that? Because I done had somebody come to me talking about some shit we did when we was kids, and he really was acting like he was contemplating something. Nigga, you was 15. I was 16. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. Go take care of your kids. Go buy another crib or something. Get somebody a job. Go read a book about some life shit. You're talking about some shit we did when we was kids, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And if another nigga asks me about some teenage shit, get ready for a rude awakening. I'm 40 plus, nigga. And that's for all the niggas that know me, especially. This is PSA, Philly Service Announcement, Takeover Tuesday, Takeover. Love, support, great social activism, resources, and art. Make sure you catch the end of the show if you love me.